We surfed on the North Shore on Wednesday, and a few of the Saffas guys had already gone over to Maui to surf that afternoon. But I decided to hang around on the North Shore and surf there, and then made the call late that day to fly that evening. It's just such a crazy scene to see everyone set up on the cliff there, waiting to see the day unfold and watch the action there. It's just like a perfect natural auditorium for surfing. The next thing was the jump off, which was so gnarly. There's just solid foam balls rolling over these big boulders on the beach. Yeah, so Albie jumped off just before me, and he managed to knock his fin out. And then I jumped next, and I thought I was timing it right, but this little wave came, and you don't need much to put you in a bad spot when you're paddling a 10-foot board. So one came, and I couldn't duck dive it, and so I just bailed, and I was pretty much bailing on the rocks. And I was just thinking, flip, it's gonna end like this, and we're walking back up the cliff. And as we got out there was a bomb set that just blew my mind. It was like a 18-foot freight train just rifling across. Biggest, most perfect wave I've ever seen. Just how it just reeled across. Then after that, it went so inconsistent for the whole day. Well, for the first half of the day, I surfed from like 7:30 till about 12 without catching a wave. And it got pretty crowded, and everyone was just hungry. So when those sets came, like everyone was just scratching, and I was getting a bit bummed out there that I wasn't catching any waves. This is my time to surf Jaws, and it just wasn't going my way. And then, yeah, the wind went onshore, and things just were getting worse. So a bunch of guys went in, and I stayed out there for a while, just like hoping to get something. And all of a sudden, the wind swung back around offshore. And now that we were left with only half the amount of guys out there. So I was kind of able to position myself in the lineup a bit better, and I was just tracking up and down a bit, and yeah, luckily one came to me, and that was my first wave. Was that foamy exit through the doggy door, and that was my first wave at Jaws, and just all of a sudden it was just like a weight off my shoulders, like relief that I finally got one out there and I got barreled, because it's just been my dream for a long time now to get barreled at Jaws. So it was kind of like a fairy tale for me. Just was feeling down all day, and then all of a sudden that one came and just changed the tide for me. And I paddled back out after that one, and literally 2 minutes later that's the little smaller longer clean barrel came, and that was just back-to-back 2 barrels. And then, yeah, my last wave I got that 3rd barrel, so yeah, it all came together for me, and it was just it was a dream come true for me.
Yeah, Benny's right here, right? Watch out, Joshy.
Good little South African crew, the guys that we surf with at Dungeons and Sunset, during the year, so it was good to be on that side of the world with them. Surfing Jaws, a place that we always talk about. And Mark Schlebach, he was charging. Bromley, it was good to spend some time on the water with him out there. Bromley was charging, and still have a couple of solid ones. And also young James Lowe, he was getting some good ones too. He got a couple big ones on the Wednesday, and yeah, he was charging, so it was good to be out there with those guys. Yeah, only guy we missed out there was Frank with his broken back. He was sitting on the North Shore. So yeah, next year he'll be out there with me.